اللهم إنا نسألك الثبات في الأمر والعزيمة على الرشد ونسألك موجبات رحمتك وعزائم مغفرتك ونسألك شكر نعمتك وحسن عبادتك ونسألك قلبا سليما ولسانا صادقا ونسألك من خير ما تعلم ونعوذ بك من شر ما تعلم ونستغفرك لما تعلم إنك أنت علام الغيوب. هذه الآيات التي قرأناها من سورة النساء تتكلم عن ركن ركين وأساس من أسس العقيدة الإسلامية، ألا وهو الإيمان بالرسل، وأن الإيمان بالرسل كل واحد لا يتجزأ، وأن الكفر برسول واحد من رسل الله عز وجل يعتبر ويعد كفرا بكل أنبياء الله ورسله. These few verses that we recited in Salat al-Isha of Surah al-Nisa, it talks about one of the fundamental pillars of our Islamic faith, which is our belief in the messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the 6 pillars of the Islamic faith that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned in Hadith Jibreel, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned a couple of times in the Quran when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about what the Muslims and the Mu'mins have to believe in, which is believing in the messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Quran considered believing in the messengers of Allah as one entity. Like, in other words, if you disbelieve in one of the messengers of God, you have disbelieved in all of them. And if you want to believe in God and accept the Islamic faith, you have to believe in all the messengers of God. So let's give some examples to make it clear. As a Muslim, you cannot become a Muslim until you believe in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you believe in Jesus and Moses as well, the same way you believe in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So let's say that someone said, Wallahi, I believe in Muhammad, I'm fine with that, but I don't actually believe in Moses. Maybe I think the whole story of Moses is not something true. It's just a kind of fiction. Can someone say this? بعض الناس قالت، وكتاب مشهورين جدا في العالم الإسلامي. Even some people are so famous writers like طه حسين, for example. He said للقرآن أن يحدثنا عن إبراهيم وموسى، قال هذا في كتاب اسمه الشعر الجاهلي، وللتوراة أن تحدثنا عنهما كذلك، لكن هذا وذاك لا يستدعي وجودا تاريخيا له. He said these words, he said Quran and Torah can talk about like characters like Moses and Abraham, but this does not necessarily mean that they existed historically. Like maybe they were just fiction. Maybe he repented after that, Allah knows yani. But the point is, we cannot become a Muslim if you make any distinction. You're not considered as a Muslim, or in other words, you will not be going to Jannah. You will be definitely considered as kafir. That's why if someone, just his belief stops at Moses, and he doesn't believe in Jesus or in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even if he believes in Allah as one, he is considered as a disbeliever in the Islamic faith, and he will never go to Jannah. And if someone believes in Jesus and all the prophets before him and disbelieves in the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's not considered a believer in Islam. And this is very clear in this verse, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَرُسُلِهِ, those who disbelieve in Allah and His Messenger, وَيُرِيدُونَ أَن يُفَرِّقُوا بَيْنَ اللَّهِ وَرُسُلِهِ, and they want to adopt a way in between Allah and His Messenger, to make a distinction between their belief in Allah and believing in the messengers. وَيَقُولُونَ نُؤْمِنُ بِبَعْضٍ وَنَكْفُرُ بِبَعْضٍ, and they say we believe in some and we disbelieve in others. وَيُرِيدُونَ أَن يَتَّخِذُوا بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا, and they want to adopt a way in between. Okay? So they say, oh, it's okay, don't panic. If you believe in Allah as one and you believe in some of the messengers, you're good. No, you're not. This is very clear in the Quran. ويريدون أن يتخذوا بين ذلك سبيلا. What happens? أولئك هم الكافرون حقا. Those are the true disbelievers. وأعتدنا للكافرين عذابا مهينا. And we have prepared for the disbelievers a humiliating punishment. Someone would ask, what is the reason? What is the reason? The reason is very clear in the Quran. The reason is the call of all the messengers is the same, is one. So when you disbelieve or reject the message of one of them, it is considered that rejecting the messages of all of them. Allah Azza Jal mentioned in Surah Al-Shu'ara, كذبت قوم نوح الرسول ولا المرسلين؟ المرسلين. The people of Nuh denied المرسلين, the messengers. But actually the people of Nuh denied one messenger, which was Nuh. Not in Islam, we are considered that we have rejected the message of the whole messengers. And same applies to all the people that are mentioned in Surah Al-Shu'ara and in other parts of the Quran. كذبت عاد المرسلين, كذبت قوم لوط المرسلين, كذبت ثمود المرسلين, كذب أصحاب الأيكة المرسلين. All of them, they are considered that they have rejected the message of the whole of the messengers. Let's come to the sunnah of the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم. في صحيح البخاري ذكر النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم حديث جميل جدا ينبغي أن نعلمه أولادنا. In صحيح البخاري, the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم mentioned a very beautiful hadith that we need to teach to our kids. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم نحن معشر الأنبياء, we prophets and messengers, إخوة لعلات, half brothers, أبونا واحد, our father is one, وأمهاتنا شتى, and our mothers are different. What does he mean صلى الله عليه وسلم? أبونا واحد, الإسلام, التوحيد, لا إله إلا الله. All the messengers from Adam to Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم, they have just one call. وما أرسلنا من قبلك من رسول إلا نوحي إليه أنه إيه؟ لا إله إلا أنا فاعبدون. We have not sent a messenger before you, but we reveal to him that there is no God except me, so worship me. This is a call of all of the messengers. وَأُمَّهَاتُنَا شَتَّى. The laws can be different. The shara'i' can be different. There is no problem in that. There is no problem because it differs from time to time until Quran came and it was prevailing over all the shara'i' before it and continuing to the day of judgment. So that's something we need to understand, which is very clear in the Quran and very clear in the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, and is considered as one pillar of our Islamic faith. We'll continue with this part of believing in the messengers tomorrow to see how our perspective of believing in the messenger of God is different from other religious communities like the Jewish community and the Christian community, how our Islamic faith and belief in the messengers of God is unique and different in other perspectives. نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يثبت الإيمان في قلوبنا وأن يجعلنا وإياكم ممن يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه وأن يجعلنا وإياكم هداة مهديين ولا يجعلنا ضالين ولا مضلين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وجزاكم الله خيرا.